For them out. I know the stand has been busy. Have you had a good show thus far? I know we're only on Tuesday, but plenty of activity, plenty of inquiries.
So, you know, the Monday is always the slowest day of any show. Yesterday we didn't have volume, but we had quality, and it was a nice flow. And overall, myself and the guys got some new inquiries, which is great. Today it's just gone mad. I mean, it's definitely like you're back at a show, aren't you? It's gone electric. So.
It is exciting times at the moment. Right, okay. Now, I said to Lindsay when we opened the show that the MAM, one of the first machines, was developed, I think, in 1991. So you've been doing this for 3 decades. Is that part of your, well, what we class as being the pioneers of automation? Is that how you get, and manage to create the quality that you keep putting onto the market?
I think to be called a pioneer is a nice, obviously, compliment, Paul, so thank you for that, whether we are pioneers or not. I think Matsuura, if we go right back to the MAM72, Matsuura Advanced Manufacturing, 72 hours unmanned, which was the weekend, that came out in 91. The market wasn't ready for that technology. So it was interesting because the MAM72 grew into the market. Now, if you look at where we are today, everyone talks about automation. So every single machine that we sell has an element of pallets and tools, and we've been promoting that through you for many, many years. The MAM72 52V was needed in our portfolio because we had a 42V, but it was a very cumbersome from a point of view of number of pallets. So we wanted to refine that and make it more a package. So the MAM72 35V, 32 pallets is a standard machine. MAM72 now 52V PC15 is a standard machine that we buy for stock, so availability is always quite quick. Footprint is not much bigger than a 35V, and price isn't much more either.
Small companies, though, maybe that don't, well, they look at this and think this is a real leap too far for them. That would be wrong, though, wouldn't it? Because you could just put lots of different high-value parts on here and keep the machine running unmanned, couldn't you? So it doesn't have to be the same part. It can be lots of different components, complex parts, and the machine will just keep going.
Absolutely. I think the biggest key to any success of an automated machine is not volume, it's more small batch, large variety, because the biggest cost in any subcontract company is the time it takes to set a machine up from scratch. So if you've got a single table machine that you're clearing the table, taking the tools out, reloading the program, that is dead time. That's time that the customer can never get back. Whereas if you load a pallet system with the fixture left on the pallet, tools left in the machine, programs left in the machine, you've now created a vending machine. So when you want one, you make one. When you want 10, you make 10. If you want 1,000, make 1,000. The beauty is that the operating equipment efficiency, the OEE, on our machines, if you get it right, if you prime the system right, you're in the 90%.
What does that mean for those that don't know? We talk about OEE, 90+%. What does that actually mean?
So if you're running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you're running 20 odd hours a day, every day of the week, every day of the month. 24 hours. At the end of the day, you need to prime the system. But if you've got the variety, the mix of work that you have got on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly call off with your customer, you never have to set it up again. You just call them off.
And do you think there's companies that have lots of vertical machining centres that could replace maybe 5 or 6 of those machines with one of these and get the same, if not better, output?
Well, absolutely, it's more efficient because if you think of the return, yes, you've got to pay the cost per month, but you're not paying wages. If you've got a single spindle machine, there's a lot of companies today still in the market that have one man, one machine, one shift. Well, in that one man, one day, one shift, they're only probably running anywhere between 2 and 4 hours a day if they're setting up and stripping down.
So are you putting these machines into companies that are basically 1 or 2 man bands that people would look at and go, they would never have a man machine, but actually they have, and it's transformed their company?
Well, I think that the beauty of is that we can obviously sell up to a man, but the MX range has basically given us that platform, because the MX, being that slightly lesser costing cost per month, has enabled us to go to these smaller companies that are no more than 5 or 10 people. They invite us in, they talk to us, they give us their challenges, we put a case forward, and we have, in some instances, gone in on an MX and sold them a 35V.
Okay, let's walk round this way, because I want to walk round to the front of the machine, or where the pallets are. This, once again, then I suppose, Dom, is just illustrating the size and weight of a part that you could have on the machine.
Yeah, so again, we're showing it here. So you got obviously 520 diameter by 400 high, workpiece capacity, times 15.
Okay, and we've got how many pallets on here?
15.
15 pallets. Wow. Okay, and then if we move around the back, to be able to run unmanned, we talk about tooling. This is expandable. You can have an option on this tool changer to have more tools if you need. And how many would you recommend on a machine like this?
So we always bring the machines in with 130 tools on an expandable base of 330 tools. That allows you to obviously get the investment in and start tooling the machine up. We stock these additional racks at Colville, and they are literally, a plug and play. So, you're talking half a day, and you can have another strip of 40 tools, and you just keep going from there. If obviously a customer wants to spec the whole magazine of 330 tools from day one, we'll put all the clips in and it's done. But it's a lot of money to maybe do it from day one. Start with 130 tools and expand up to 330 as you fill the magazine up and obviously the pallet pool.
What's your message this week, Dom, for people to come here to see you at MACH 2022?
I think come and see what is truly available, and more importantly, what is actually truly affordable from Matsuura. We've always had this cliche that we're too expensive and we're not affordable. When you actually do the maths and you do the numbers, we're a lot more affordable than you really, really think.
Good stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much for your time, Domenic Seminerio.